Have you ever wondered where your money actually goes? Or why it feels like there's never enough, no matter how hard you work? It's something that many of us struggle with, and yet, understanding money management doesn't require any special experience. It's just about knowing a few simple principles. Money management is about taking control of your finances, understanding how money flows in and out of your life, and making intentional decisions to ensure you're using it wisely. It's not about being perfect with your finances, it's about making informed choices, and that's something anyone can start doing right now. Let's start with income, the money that comes in. It's your paycheck, your side hustle earnings, or maybe even gifts or small sales. Whatever it is, it's important to understand that income is just one part of the equation. The real question is, how are you handling the money that comes in? Next, we have spending. This is where a lot of people get tripped up. Spending is what goes out, the money you use for both your needs and your wants. Needs include things like rent, food, utilities, and transportation. Wants are the extra things like eating out, entertainment, or gadgets. The key here is understanding the difference. When you can clearly separate what you need from what you want, you can make better decisions about where your money goes. Then there's saving. Saving is simply setting aside a portion of your money for future use. It could be for an emergency, a big goal like a vacation, or even long-term needs like retirement. You might think saving is something you do when you have extra money, but that's not true. Saving is something you do by making it a habit, setting aside a little bit each time you get paid. It's about creating a cushion that you can rely on in case something unexpected happens. Now, let's talk about budgeting. A budget is essentially a plan for your money. Think of it as a guide that helps you decide where your money should go each month. It doesn't have to be complicated. In fact, it's better if it's simple and realistic. If you spend about 50% of your income on essentials, like housing and food, 20% on savings, and 30% on flexible expenses, you're already on the right track. The key is knowing where your money is going so you can make decisions that fit your life and goals. It's not about restrictions, it's about having control. One of the first things I recommend you do is set up an emergency fund. This is money you don't touch unless there's something urgent, like a medical bill or car repair. Think of it as a safety net. And you don't need to save a huge amount all at once. Even a couple $100s will give you some peace of mind. Starting small is better than not starting at all. When it comes to debt, it's important to understand that not all debt is bad. There's productive debt, like student loans or a mortgage, which can help you build a better future. But then there's unproductive debt, like credit card debt, that builds up with high interest. The key is knowing the difference. Debt is manageable if it's understood and handled, but it can spiral out of control if you ignore it or don't have a plan. Now, let's talk about saving versus investing. Saving is for short-term goals, like buying a new phone or going on a trip. It's money you can rely on when you need it. Investing, on the other hand, is for long-term goals. It's about putting money into things like stocks, bonds, or real estate that have the potential to grow over time. Think of saving as storing water in a bucket. It's there when you need it. Investing is like planting seeds that will grow and provide returns later. Let's bring all of this together with a simple example. Let's say you just got your first paycheck. The first thing you'll want to do is take care of your essentials. Pay your rent, buy food, and cover utilities. Next, set aside some money for savings. Even if it's just 10%, that's a good place to start. Finally, allow yourself a small amount for something fun, like entertainment or a meal out. Just by doing this, you're already making intentional choices with your money instead of letting it slip away. It's important to remember that money management isn't about being perfect. It's about making small, intentional steps. One of the easiest things you can do today is start tracking your spending. Look at where your money is going for a week or two and see if there are any areas where you could make adjustments. Maybe you don't need to spend as much on takeout, or perhaps you could save a little more each month. These small changes can add up over time and set you on the path to financial stability. By making even the smallest changes today, you can start building the financial habits that will benefit you in the long run. Start simple, track your spending, set a savings goal, and make small, realistic adjustments. Over time, you'll have more control over your money, and that peace of mind is worth it. You've got this. Money doesn't have to be a mystery. By understanding these basics and taking small steps, you can take control and begin building your financial future today.